Hey everybody, I'm late again. Am I late? Yes, I am late again, like last week, but y'all still love me. Anyway, when you come in, hit share before we get started. Waiting on a couple more people. Oh, I'm not late. I'm actually early. Y'all. Okay, last week I was late. If you just got here, go ahead and grab you something to drink, grab you some tea, coffee, whatever. Because again, like last week, I need y'all voices. I need y'all to talk to me. It's called the People's Podcast for a reason. Hey, everybody. If you are here, hit share. Don't be afraid to actually join the conversation. I see like 5 people on here and only one person shows up on my screen. And no, I didn't iron my shirt because I don't have to if I don't want to. Okay, and no, I don't have on earrings because I don't have to and I don't want to. I don't got my music playing today, y'all, but thank you for joining the conversation. Can y'all hear like construction people outside? I hope not. We're gonna get started in like 2 minutes, y'all. I got my hair done. We're gonna get started in like 2 minutes. If your cup is empty, go ahead and fill it because, yeah. I feel like this episode is gonna be pretty short today, y'all. I don't know why. I'm a little tired. I'm a little sleepy. Hey, girl. Hey, Camille. So, if your cup is empty, go ahead and fill it up. Welcome to my friends that are new. Okay, great, because it's hot and I didn't want to close my window. If you could hear the construction. Hi, Tashara. Hi, everybody. Share the video if you all are here. Thank you for coming. This episode is called Paint the Picture. And we are not literally painting because I am no artist. But also, I don't want to wear these because my bun won't let me wear them. So I don't think I'm going to wear. Is that working? It's kind of like a headband. Hold on. All right, so we're about to get started. Thank you. We're about to get started. So if you are new here, before I hit record, what I'm doing right now is recording an episode of my new podcast. Let me rewind. What I'm doing is recording a new episode of my podcast that is called Universal Teas. And the way that I wanted to make my podcast unique is that I wanted it to be an interaction between me and other people, because I feel like a lot of podcasts are just people like up talking to you like they're the experts, when in all actuality, 2 heads are better than one. So imagine 40, 50, 60 people all collaborating on ideas at the same time. So that's why I call it the People's Podcast, because if there's no conversation from you, then we don't have any fun content. And, sometimes I'll be a little absent-minded, so I'll be needing people to interact with me to try to keep me on the right track. Okay? So I'm about to hit record, and we are about to get started. Please hit share if you have not already, because it's time to talk. We're ganging now. All right. And y'all ready? 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. It is your girl, Toya. Welcome to episode 2 of Universal Teas, the People's Podcast. This episode is called Paint the Picture. If you didn't join us last week, welcome. And if you were here last week, what's good? Welcome back. I hope y'all ready to talk a whole bunch more smack. So, before we get started, I hope you all had a great Father's Day. If you are fathers, if you know fathers, if you still love your baby daddy, but you ain't want nobody to know, I hope you told that man Happy Father's Day. Special shout out to my daddy. We had a great time at my sister's house yesterday. We barbecued, and My dad got lit. If you know my daddy out there, y'all know my dad already be lit on his own. But him knowing it was Father's Day, he kind of went overboard, and we let him. But shout out to all the daddies out there, especially mine, Ben Fran. Love you too, Dad. How was y'all's Father's Day? Okay, so if you were here last week, we talked about getting our minds trained to see the best in ourselves. We talked about what are the things we need to do to become our best selves. We talked about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which outlines the things that we need to be functional human beings. We talked about the differences in those that are privileged, those that are not privileged. We sort of talked about how there's always a divide in society and how that plays into why we have systems like systematic racism that are in place, and some things that we need to expect from each other or give to each other to sort of help us get to where we need to be. And just moving on past that a little bit, this episode is called Paint the Picture. So the last episode was called Head Start, right? Getting our minds together. This episode is called Paint the Picture, because once you've done those affirmations, once you've set your goals and you know exactly what it is that you want to do with yourself, you can then move to planning. And we talked about how, I spoke about myself personally and how when I want to do something and I kind of explain to somebody else that I'm really not ready, all they tell me is, well, just do it. Like, stop worrying about it and just do it. And I expressed that is kind of like difficult. You can't just get up and do something if you in your mind don't believe that you can do it. You can't do anything that you don't think you can do, if that makes sense. Hey, shout out to my sister in here on her 10-minute lunch break. They might have to give you 15. But yeah, we sort of talked about getting over that hump of believing in yourself. And I spoke about myself personally, and I hope I'm not like overkill in case somebody is listening one episode to the next. But whatever, y'all rock with me, so you're gonna stay right here. But anyway, I talked about how like I wanted to start a podcast for almost 2 years now. And I bought the equipment and everything else, but I just couldn't push myself to do it. And so for me, it started out for me affirming myself. Like, you have a great group of friends, you're talented, you're intelligent. So it's just creating those habits mentally before you can actually physically push yourself to do something. And so we came up with a whole lot of ideas, and what we decided to do at the end of that episode is I gave out what's called Heart Work on Universal Tees. And it's kind of like homework, but it's all about yourself and building yourself. And our heart work for last week was to write 3 goals. I was about to say 5. I knew it was 3 and 5. Was to write 3 goals that you have for yourself, whether they be big or small. And then to write 5 positive affirmations for yourself. And that's what I wanted everybody to do. Shout out to, hold on, because y'all know I'm a teacher and more than half my class did not complete their homework. So we got a problem. But shout out to Camille, who showed me her heart work. Shout out to Bree Styles, who showed me her heart work. And shout out to Jada. I feel like there was a 4th person, but I can't remember. But shout out to those people. Again, y'all, becoming your best self starts with, you know what I'm saying, convincing yourself mentally that you're already there. Okay? So that was last week's hard work. Let's move into today's episode. Hold on, y'all. I feel like I got to burp. Okay. Hold on. That's gross. But it's like right here at my chest. That ever happened to y'all? Okay. Oh, my best friend Jasmine said she did her hard work too. Also, y'all, I'm really like scatterbrained, so if I get off track, that's what y'all are here for. Like, remind me what it is that I should be talking about. Anyway, so into this episode, I'm calling it Paint the Picture, right? So in my mind, the way that I process my information and the way that I kind of elevate myself to who I want to be is I have to actually see it. If you see yourself doing something, that means that it's totally possible for you to get there, right? So when I envision myself as my best self, and I'm not even going to use my best self. I'm going to use this podcast as an example for me. So when I visualized myself with a successful podcast, I said that I would have a bunch of people to listen to me, and not just. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I'm stopping too because I'm actually reading comments live on Facebook. So, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, visualizing myself. So when I visualized my podcast, what I saw was I have a diverse group of people that are listening. I'm inclusive. I'm authentic. I'm relatable. These are all the things that I see myself being. You know what I mean? I see myself having a high demand. I see people giving me compliments. And then once I did that, once I visualized and pinpointed exactly what Universal Teas is as a success story, that's when I could then go back and try to put myself in positions and in cahoots with people who would get me there. Make sense? So, that's what I want to talk to you all about today. Why is it sometimes, do you agree that it would be fairly difficult to go ahead and tackle a goal that you haven't seen yourself accomplishing? Because that goes back into convincing yourself. If you can't see yourself there, then you're not going to get there. But if it's something about you, if there's a goal that you have and you see yourself at the top, you see yourself winning, you see yourself at your pinnacle, that makes it a whole lot easier for you to plan to get there. And so that's what I kind of want to talk about today. What does that look like? When you say it makes sense. Shout out to Miss Carrie and my coworker. I'm so glad to have you here. But yeah, depends. Sometimes I have to just start and go with the flow. Okay, and Kiela, I'm actually glad you mentioned that. So for my people that are just listening to the podcast, when I asked, do you have to actually sit down and plan? Is that beneficial? I have a friend who said that it really depends, and sometimes she has to just start and go with the flow. Okay, so that's a good perspective. And even still, though, is it just me, y'all, that has to be like, I can't just get up and do something aimlessly? I mean, maybe that has to do with my own, like, fears or, like, my own personality. Maybe that could be, you know what I mean, a factor as well. But literally, I can't just get up and do something. Like, I have to know what I'm doing. Maybe it is, y'all. I can't, like, if you know me, I'm never like I'm never a spur of the moment type of person. It's kind of like I gotta ease into stuff. Like, you can't just pop up stuff. I mean, I don't like surprise parties, like nothing like that. But when I think about this and planning for who you want to be, I definitely think that there's always going to be that mental thing that you have to conquer first, right? Because your mind is the powerhouse of everything that happens. So maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm thinking too deeply. But I really believe that just getting up and doing it is like, it's not feasible. I'm talking about those people that are in a darker place. You know what I mean? Some people that like deal with depression and anxiety are what I'm speaking to. And I apologize because I don't think I made that clear. But getting up and doing things for people who suffer from those things is not that simple. At least not in my own personal experience. Let me see what some more people have to say. So there's power in writing. You're such a planner. So first of all, shout out to Miss Washington, y'all. I teach 8th grade now, and my own 8th grade teacher is actually on here. And shout out to you because thank you, Miss Washington. She's dope. But Miss Washington said that there's power in writing. Agreed, right? But not everybody is writers. Did I say that correctly? Not everybody's writers. Yeah, I did. Not everybody's writers, which is why I want to push this idea of visualizing, right? As a teacher, I've learned that people express things in very different ways. And we can't just limit people to one way to do things. So if I were to say, like, just every person has to write, exactly. My friend Kiela said I do not like to write. So you don't have to write everything out first. But that visual picture and having it in your mind exactly what it is that you see yourself being, that's equivalent to writing. You know what I mean? Saying those affirmations, that's equivalent to writing because you're constantly making your brain Think about it. You're constantly giving yourself affirmation and confirmation that you can become your best self. And shout out to everybody that's joining. Hit share. If you weren't here last week, what's up? Welcome. Right now we're talking about becoming our best selves and how do we get there. But yeah, that's why I wanted to highlight both the mental aspect as well as the physical when you are trying to tackle your goals. I had some more comments about that. So my best friend Jasmine, shout out to you with all this typing, girl. It says, it's agreed. I'm a visual learner. That's how I always learn something new, especially with me going into cosmetology school. If you can see it, if I can see it, I'm sorry, I can do it. Right now, I want to accomplish something, but I cannot see myself in full yet. I see it happening, but I don't see me. And until I see both, I can't start. And that's on period. So what she's saying is totally valid. It's like if you can't see yourself being something, it's not gonna come into fruition. And it's just like, okay, here's another concept. And I told y'all I'm a little scatterbrained, but I'm trying to get y'all to understand the point that I'm making. So I don't either. Seeing it helps. Visions, quotes, writing notes. Exactly. So what I'm getting at is like, if someone tells you that you are beautiful, that you're pretty, that you look nice, right, on your way out. So if someone tells you look nice and you don't believe it, you like your mind is like, no, I don't look nice. And until you put on the outfit, until you beat your face, until you get your lining right, and you look at yourself and be like, because who don't look good? I look great. You're not really going to believe it. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to want to go out. Who about to go out knowing they look busted? Nobody. Same thing in this concept. You're not going to put yourself out into the world if you don't feel like you're not going to be your best self, right? So just like you're going to get your body club ready, make sure your hair laid, your outfit tight before you step out. Do the same thing with your goals. Don't step out into the world if you're not ready. If you're not ready, okay? More comments. Shout out to all my people that are just getting in. I got three of my siblings on here. Shout out to them. My big brother just joined. I'm trying to read y'all comments because y'all on it today. So Kiela going crazy again with the comments. She says, I learn by doing. I can see you do something and get it, but it won't completely translate until physically doing it and make the mistakes I need to learn. True. Hey, Neek. So, y'all, that's the burp I was talking about earlier. It came out. Sorry. Y'all my family by now, so it don't matter. But, yeah, definitely. So, seeing yourself at your best is essential, right? Because that's just like me saying, I see myself being a world-famous artist, but I refuse to pick up a paintbrush or go and create some art. It makes no sense. Hold on, y'all. I'm thirsty. Shout out to Ivory, Venice. I see y'all in here. Hold on. Right. So, let me get you all to thinking, right? So I have a couple questions to sort of drive us to the point that I'm trying to discuss. And always feel free to put something in the comments, y'all. I'm going to keep reiterating that this is the People's Podcast for a reason. Miranda Boo, I see you with that long comment, and I'm about to come back to it in a second. Anyway, visualizing your best self. These are the questions that I want you to think about when you're doing it. Because y'all know I'm not just going to put you into the world and not try to give you the tools you need to be successful. I say that to my students a lot. Like, I'm not going to put you into the world if I haven't given you the tools I need you to be successful. So when you're thinking about your best self, when you're thinking about becoming the person that you are meant to be, and this is sort of how I want to guide your visual. Y'all, come on now. This ain't even a full glass of wine. I promise I'm going to get my words together. This is how I want you to work towards visualizing yourself. So last week I gave you the tools you need to sort of start training your mind. This week I want to give you tools to help you visualize. Because again, these are some things that people literally don't know. You know what I mean? Anyway, so when you're visualizing your best self. And I want you all to think about it right now. Visualize who you are. Take your time, Pastor. Thank you. Visualize who you are at your best. And I want you to ask yourself these questions because I feel like they're going to get you there. So the first question is, what do you look like? What do you look like as your best self? Now, y'all, be realistic because I'm not going to say at my best self I am at least 5'5", because that's not going to happen. But when I see my best self, I'm like well put together. My outfit is always nice. My hair is always on point. Like at my best self, I see like whatever it is that you see yourself being. Like, what do you look like? Do you need to go from, 37-inch Cardi B nails to a natural manicure? Huh? Do you need to go from booty shorts to maybe, get it down your thigh a little bit? What do you look like as your best self? Think about Barack Obama. He always had a suit on when he was, campaigning and trying to be, POTUS. Y'all ain't see him with his basketball shoes on at a press conference on the campaign trail. No, y'all didn't. Look the part. And if you don't want to look the part, you better do a damn good job at redefining what that looks like. And you can do that too. Put that down as one of your goals or something. But yeah, what do you look like as your best self? The next question is, how do you think? When you are your best self, when you have reached your goal, when you're at the pinnacle of who you are, how do you think, right? And mindset shifts are so important when it comes to personal elevation and going from one level to the next. You got to change your mindset sometimes. And y'all know I like to tell my own business. Y'all, these headphones, I'm trying to look cute and hold them up, but they sliding a little bit. My forehead a little hot. But what do you think when I was, and here's probably the biggest shift for me, from 8th grade to high school. So if y'all know me, I have so many of my different friends on here. All my Mayo friends, shout out Mayo Elementary. We was deep. Y'all deep in here right now. Shout out to Mayo. But y'all know we was in the hood. So when I was in grammar school, I had only been used to interacting with black people that lived in my neighborhood. Y'all know we used to go to school together. Those teachers were like our moms. Like I mentioned, my 8th grade teacher is on here right now. The teacher were like our moms. Mr. McNeil, our old principal, that was our granddaddy. You know what I'm saying? That village was created there. But at the same time, it was only black people. We left school. We all was outside on the block together kicking it. And we only saw other black kids. I went to high school on the north side of Chicago. I went to Lane Tech College Prep. Shout out to y'all too. Class of 2012. We out here. But that was the biggest freaking culture shock in my life. The first time I went to Lane Tech, y'all, if you're from Chicago, I rode the red line from 35th to Addison. That's past downtown. And I had never been past downtown before. So I got back up y'all know, okay, if you don't know, for my friends who still haven't been off the block, the red line go back outside again. Because all the downtown is underground. But it go back outside. And I was just so baffled because the train came up and I was just kind of like, oh my God, what is this? Right? Me, a little hood rat baby from the south side. So I get to the school, y'all. It was white people, black people, Asian people, South American people. It was Africans, Irish, Scottish, Polish. And I promise I'm not exaggerating. I had never in my life interacted with this many different cultures. So I say all that to say this. I asked you all, how would you be thinking as your best self? When I went to high school, I realized that I had to change the way that I thought. Because yes, I was at one of the best high schools in Chicago. Yes, I was smart enough to test into this school. But the cultural aspect and what was happening, that showed me the real world. It was kind of like a culture shock. And I noticed that I would get white friends, y'all. And me being a little hood rat baby, I was like, yeah, y'all got me some white friends at this school on North Side. Got me some white friends, you know what I'm saying? They cool. They be laughing all the time. Child, them white kids was laughing at me, at my little loud ghetto black self. They weren't, and they was trying to play me like I wasn't smart enough to be there with them. Like, no, y'all got me messed up. Just because I'm a little loud, you know what I'm saying? I'm just as smart as you. So I definitely changed my way of thinking to show who I was as my best self being a student. Because, yeah, I'm loud. Yeah, I had Kiki Twists and micros. Yeah, I had Air Force Ones to match all my tops. But I'm smart as hell. Okay? And y'all gonna get this pressure because I'm about to read all these books. I'm about to analyze them. My Cornell notes gonna be popping. My book reports gonna be popping. Like, and that's what I mean. And going, like, bringing it back to what we talk about, in order to be your best self, you might have to change the way that you think. You might have to change the way that you approach different situations, even in relationships. And, you know, if you want to take this information from me with a grain of salt because I'm single, that's okay. But if you want your relationship to be at its best, I would believe that you got to sort of change your way of thinking, even in dating. You know what I'm saying? Your thoughts just can't be about what's beneficial to you. You got to, you know what I'm saying, think about the other person and a majority of the decisions you make, right or wrong. If y'all not single, let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know. Get me together because that's what I think. That's what I think. Okay, I've been talking too much. Let my people talk. Shout out to... I said I was going to go back to Miranda. Where you at, girl? The first one. Okay. Whew, y'all, hope this still on topic because I just was talking too much. Why ain't nobody tell me to read the comments? Okay. So Miranda says, and she went to Mayo, so she know what I'm talking about. Being a little hood baby, trying to maneuver through the professional world is hard. Anyway, so that's so true. I always tell myself if I don't have the full plan of doing something, I don't do it because I don't think to things half done. It's all about the motivation and drive that you have for the picture you are trying to paint. Yes, you have to want to be the person that you see yourself as. You have to have the mental... Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to do a million things at one time. You have to have the mental stability to become exactly who you are. Shout out to the people who mentioned talk about my when I was talking about me in high school. It sounds about white for lame. Cornell knows that's a throwback, right? They had us doing that for nothing. Girl, deal with now that I moved to a different state. Exactly. And it may not just be like in school or work. If you move to another community, another area, a lot of us want to live in better areas and we move out there and they looking at us like we crazy. And let's not talk about how if they could, they'll probably still make property values go down when black people move into communities. But that's a whole nother episode. We'll get back to that later. Okay, so shout out to my girl Venice who met me in high school. She know too. So Venice from the west side, but you know, we'll excuse that. But she know what I'm talking about. That switch between coming from the hood and then going to a very diverse school. She says I'm single, but I think people too much stuck into happy wife, happy life when it should really be happy spouse, happy house. Oh, that was cute. Happy spouse, happy house. That was real cute. I don't want to be the only person happy in this relationship. Happy house, happy spouse. Girl, that was it. You did that. Okay. Hey, I still got people joining y'all, so bear with me. But yeah, so that was the second question. Big bro popping in. My brother said your mind has to be reconditioned. You continuously learn, so you have to change your thought process. Big facts. As you grow, well, growth comes from mental growth. I feel like you're not going to grow as a person if your mind never grows. So, yeah. Camille coming through. Okay, so this is the total shift in mindset. But Camille says, I agree with this phrase. I agree with this. The phrase happy wife, happy life is rooted in sexism and heteronormative. Ooh. I could see that. Sexism and heteronormative. Very, 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 very true. happy spouse, happy house. So from now on, to be more conscious and to not be so heteronormative, we're not going to say happy wife, happy life. That is canceled. Okay? Tell your friends. The new phrase is happy spouse, happy house. Or we could use, and I'm going to trademark this one, happy boo, happy you. That is very gender neutral. Happy you. Wait, what I said? Happy boo, happy you. Period. All right. So yeah, that was that question. The next question that I have, and I'm getting you all to helping you visualize yourself at your best. The next question that I have is, who is around you and who is a part of your village? Okay? So when you're creating this image of who you are at your best, who are the people that you're surrounded with? You all know this. Y'all grown. Y'all know birds of a feather. If your mama ain't tell you that, I'm here to tell you. Birds of a feather flock together, okay? And if your feathers is starting to look a little different than your friend's feathers, you better fly away, okay? And become your own little bird with some feather. Okay, whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Surround yourself with people who are in the same mindset as you. Surround yourself with people who motivate you. Surround yourself with people who keep it real with you. Surround yourself with people who make you happy. Like, I can genuinely say I have amazing friends, y'all. Like, it be so motivational, the people that I surround myself with, and I really appreciate them. Like, I've been in like situations where I wasn't feeling well, where I wasn't happy, and my friends are literally like, Toya, girl, no, you about to come with us. It's okay. You good here. Like, just reassuring me that things are okay and pushing me to become my best self. You know what I'm saying? Friends asking me all the time, okay, what's up with your podcast? Like, I've literally called some of my closest friends, just randomly calling just to chat. And they like, yeah, but what's up with your podcast? When your podcast dropping? So I appreciate those people because I knew who I could be at my best self. And so now they're pushing me to be that. So shout out to all my friends. Facts, you talking some shit, Toya. Thank you. I'm just talking to what I know. If I don't know about it, I'm not going to talk about it. If your friends don't inspire or uplift you, what you doing? And that's not period. If your friend does not tell you that your wig is slipping, they not your friend. If your friend know that your wig is slipping and they go tell somebody else, girl, look at her wig, that's not your friend. Get it? Same concept. You better tell me my wig slipping. You better hit me one of these. Okay? Oh, y'all want to know a funny story? Hold on, y'all. I'm thirsty. Oh, I didn't hit the mic. So a funny story, y'all, about my wig. So here's how I know I'm a great teacher and my students rock with me. So one time, this was my second year teaching. I was wearing a wig, you know what I'm saying, because I'm a teacher who slays. And one of my students, I was doing something. I think I was like sitting in a small group, and he was like, Miss Fran. I was like, ooh, thank you, baby. But yeah, that's just a side story. So my students got my back. He let me know my wig was slipping, and I appreciate that. Oh, Kiala. So y'all, I'm laughing because Kiala just was talking about, I feel like that was a private, talking about my best friend when her wig fell off. We was in the restaurant. That's another story too. Her wig fell off. Dog, that was the funniest shit I ever saw. Okay, anyway, back to what we talking about. Miranda coming through. She says, surround yourself with dreamers and go-getters and people that are not afraid of stepping out on faith. People that will help you grow and manifest in the great things you are trying to become. Big facts, y'all. And you know, like, I know it's sometimes hard to break away from people. I'm laughing at comments, y'all. That's why I'm so off. Surround yourself with people who also see you as your best self. Like, who hear your vision and are like, yes, girl, you absolutely can. But you also need to make sure your friend's not going to send you off. Like, if I told my friends right now that I wanted to go and, like, be a rapper, they would be like, you got talent, sis, but that ain't it. Let's talk about the other things you're good at. So get you some friends that's going to keep it real with you. My daughter would have just called you out. So, no, she better not have. One of my students' dad just said his daughter would have called me out if my wig was slipping. Tasha better pull me to the side, because she know. She wouldn't do me like that. I'm trying to read more comments. I got Miranda. Okay, so visualizing your best self. Who is around you at your best? Who's around you? Next question. What qualities do you have? Uh-oh, I'm over here messing stuff up. What qualities do you possess at your best? Are you timely, punctual? Are you determined? Are you fearless? At your best, are you dynamic? Are you versatile? Are you gentle? What are you like at your best? And honestly, I'm going to help y'all out with hard work for this week. Those can be your affirmations. What is it? What qualities do you possess at your best? I am confident. I am resilient. I am hilarious. My edges are laid. I keep talking about my edges. They not laid today, though, y'all. I got my hair done. Hold on. Y'all see? Y'all see my edges? Okay. But yeah, I got my hair done, y'all. But yeah, what qualities do you possess at your best? If you don't know who you are, you won't become that person. You'll become everything that the world wants you to be and not who you want to be. So visualizing who you are at your best is essential. What y'all got to say about that? Ooh, now I see why you assigned those hard work assignments last week. You see, Camille, my teacher brain is always in gear. Everything builds on each other. Ooh, we're adding to that list of affirmations. We have 5, and now I want you to give me a couple more, but we'll get to that in the end. What qualities do you possess at your best self? That'll be hard work this week, and I'll put it in the chat. And if I don't, I'm not about to type it right now, so I won't be pinning it. Not last comment, but here's a comment before we move on to the next topic. You want people in your circle to be truthful and honest, period, and that are not afraid to change because you can't keep repeating the same generational curses. Break generational curses because, man, I'm telling you, people around you influence who you are, whether you know it or not, whether it's self-conscious or is it subconscious. Whether you know it or not. We're going to keep it at that. The people around you have everything to do with you. Generational curses are real. Just because you seen your mom struggle doesn't mean you have to struggle. Just because you seen bad relationships from people before you doesn't mean you have to have one. Just because you've seen people... Thank you, Tyler. It was subconscious. I know I wasn't tripping. Just because you've seen these systems set in place for you, or not set in place for you, but these are the things that you've seen before now, you don't have to do that. You don't have to take on the family business. You don't have to struggle. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying, you don't have to do drugs. You don't have to, all those things that people see growing up, you don't have to become that, right? So when you're visualizing your best self, I want you to think about that, okay? What y'all think? Talk to me. I'm getting hot over here. My back is sweating. What y'all got going on? Go on hit share. Ain't that what Tad Brown be saying? And when you get in here, go on hit share. Okay. So, I'm about to start just talking smack in a minute. That was us painting the picture. I will post those questions in the group. If you're not in the group, go ahead and send a request. I'm going to post those questions in the group. The hard work is for you to... How many do I want? I want you to give me 5 more. 5 more affirmations as to who you are as your best self. Those are going to be your affirmations. 5. The magic number is 5. And if you don't have a journal, that's what I'm talking about. Every week I give my friends hard work to try to become our best selves, to create the person that we want to be. So we all have our journals. I have mine. All of my friends have theirs. And we write in them until we are who we are, and going back and reading them. You can also do it in your phone. But yeah. So, hard work, 5 affirmations saying who you are at your best. And I'm trying to think if I want to add something else to it. I'll see how y'all act by the end of class, and I might add some more. But for right now, just 5 affirmations. Yeah. Okay? I see myself as brave. Packing up and leaving Chicago was hard, but baby, I did it. You sure did, friend. You got up out of there. My best friend, took a leap of faith and moved to NOLA from Chicago. That was her first big move, and I'm so proud of her. I see myself as fearless because I'm not afraid of change, and I'm willing to grow and live life to the next level. I'm willing to go above and beyond to chase my dreams. I know I may have lived in the hood, but that doesn't identify my future. And that's on period. We both lived in the same hood around the corner. Or was it next? Whatever. We lived on the same block. So that's valid. All right. So I have to buy another journal. Girl, for now, you could type it in your phone. That'd be even better. So if you're feeling down on yourself, you could just click into your phone. And, see your goals. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is, y'all, what happened to Rona? She gone? She said she on summer vacay? Because my anxiety is terrible. I am terrified of Rona. To this day, I'm terrified of Rona. And just seeing everybody starting to turn up again, I'm just like, what you doing? Y'all. Like, I am so scared of Rona. I seen this post that was like, what it say? The health department is saying they're seeing record cases of corona in one day. But mayors are like, well, on the phase 4 of reopening. Like, seriously, what just happened to her? She left with the protesters. Dog. Rona disappeared on that ass. I don't think so, y'all. I'm still scared. People is traveling. People is on the airplane. And child. I don't think she gone, y'all. And I just want people to stop acting like she is. Y'all. Ooh. I think. Okay. Never mind. I think I'm doing this right. Anyway. OMG, Rona's a sneaky bitch. The second wave is going to hit very soon. Yo, that's what I'm thinking. Because they had all the protests July. Y'all thought it was sweet. But the way the protest was set up, July about to be bumping. Okay? I got my ginger shots. I got my tea. I got my elderberry vitamins. Because I ain't about to play with y'all. I don't play with Rona. So, if y'all out here at the club and all that, please, y'all, act like y'all got some sense. Yes, it says, even with school in the fall, I think it's sad for that child. Let me tell you, our job better get some hazmat suits embroidered for us to wear when school go back. Because, No, I need an embroidered hazmat suit to work in. Because, with the shield and all. Because don't play. We need to be suited up like nurses when we go back to work, because, child. Right. The news gonna lie. I've been seeing say it's actually hitting records and they keeping it quiet. No, seriously though, like, Mog's tripping. Talking about Rona gone. She not, y'all. She not. So please be safe. A full suit. Yes, Maloney, I'm not going back to work unless they give me an embroidered hazmat suit. And it better show off my figure because I've been in the gym. So I still need it to fit nice. I know some people that are close to me that had COVID-19. Some made it and some didn't. It's not a game out here. And that's what I'm afraid of, y'all. Like, it's making my anxiety bad. Just thinking about it, y'all. I can't. It's so crazy. Never in my million years would I have thought that I'd be living through a pandemic. Oh, my God. Anyway, we could move on because the Rona combo gonna make me start hyperventilating. Okay, next thing that I wanted to mention. Juneteenth. Lit. I'm so proud of y'all. Hey, if you celebrated Juneteenth, you lit. Chicago showed out. I seen a girl twerking on the police car. Chicago showed out for Juneteenth. I don't know what they was doing up here in the mill. I ain't gonna lie, I did not celebrate Juneteenth because, I was alone. But Juneteenth, I just felt like, break every chain. That's how I felt. the song, the gospel song. I felt like Break Every Chain, and I also felt like Big Family Reunion. You know what I'm saying? I'm so happy to see y'all celebrate Juneteenth because it is important. Do not let these people play us on our history, y'all. Don't let them play us. Juneteenth is so important because nobody in this country, you can't say that the country is free if you still got people in chains and on plantations. Like, how dare you? How dare people try to convince us that July 4th was our Independence Day? And they did a damn good job, whoever had us believing that shit. But it's not. Juneteenth is when shit got real, and we got it busted. Okay? But yeah, shout out to all the ancestors. And the nerve, okay? How dare you? How dare you? Like, I just am baffled by that. You really gonna sit here and say the country is free and you got people on the plantation. And y'all petty because y'all knew, and I'm talking about the slave owners that still had slaves. Y'all knew black people was free and y'all just didn't tell them. That's messed up. Can't trust you. Can't trust you. Because you do stuff like that. But not going to tell me I'm free. Got me out here working for less than minimum wage. I will not tolerate it. That's just like your boss knowing it's time for you to get off work and they ain't tell you still got you back there hustling and bustling. How dare you? Texas was on the low. What you talking about? Ooh, I wonder if was Harriet Tubman alive? Because I know she was hot when she found out that they did that to us. Shout out to the ancestors. Y'all the real G's, real OGs. Okay? Juneteenth was lit. Happy belated Juneteenth to everybody. Okay? Yeah, I'm getting tired. I ain't gonna lie. What y'all on? I was alone, but I def had Red Foods and listened and watched everything black. I was definitely bumping the black playlist. They so busy worrying about the economy that the population is dying. Yes, that's back to the Rona conversation. All right, y'all. Juneteenth lit. Let's move on. So, if you are new here, every episode of the People's Podcast, I have to shout out somebody that I know is on their grind. I say that because I'm talking to such a diverse group of people, and this podcast is called Universal Teas because the things shared here are universal. The love shared here is universal. The information shared here is universal. And so I know a lot of people who are starting businesses, who are entrepreneurs, who are artists, anything creative that you can think of. And I feel like using this platform is a great way to spread the love across the community. So with that being said, this week I am plugging in a very, very dear friend of mine. His name is Mikey. And me and Mikey have been friends since like 5th grade, was it? 4th grade or 5th grade? Either way, we went to elementary school together, graduated from 8th grade together. And he is such a cool dude. Like, that's my dog. Mikey also attended an HBCU. And I'm going to try real hard not to mess this up, but I believe that my dog attended Miles College. And when I talk about that come up from, like, being a hood baby to the professional world, he embodies it so well. Mikey is a go-getter, and he has always been that way, and I really appreciate that about him. And I wanted to shout out his apparel company. It's called Poor Little Rich Boy, right? Hold on, let me show y'all the back of my shirt. Poor Little Rich Boy Apparel, and I'm not sure how long he been doing this, but the stuff is dope. Like, this is good quality clothes. I've had this shirt for like a year. I actually need to get some more things, and I'm going to type it in the comment section because I believe he has a website as well. Either way, on all social media, his name is Poor Lil Rich Boy, and his stuff is dope. And this is a really old design, and he has a lot more. Hold on, y'all. Let me type this. On all social media. So please go and support him. Solid dude. I'm trying to pin it, y'all. I'm trying. Do I know how to do that? How do I do it? How do I pin something? I did it before. Oh, there we go. So I have So Miss Washington is Michael. He don't like being called Michael these days. Our 8th grade teacher is like, who's Mikey? Michael. I know he don't want me to say his last name, but Poor Little Rich Boy Apparel. Find him on social media. He's here on Facebook. His website actually just launched also, so go and shop with him. He does ship. So check him out. Poor Little Rich Boy Apparel on Facebook, Instagram. I don't know if he got a Twitter. I wouldn't know. I don't know. But I believe that is it, Maloney. Poor Little Rich Boy Clothing.com. I think it may be apparel. Poor Little Rich Boy Apparel is what it might be. But just go to his Facebook page. Type in the search box in your Facebook and type in Poor Little Rich Boy. And then his page will come up. And then you'll see he posts about his stuff all the time. And it's dope. He got hats and stuff too. I'm still trying to convince Mikey to get some workout gear because I've been in the gym. Ooh. But yeah, so that's it, y'all. Episode 2, we did it. Shout out to everybody that came here. My heart is full. I said last week, I did not expect more than like 5 people to listen, and right now live I have 20. And I just want to shout out, y'all, I do that all the time. I just want to shout those people out, but before, dang, y'all, how do I, okay, so here are my viewers. Shout out to y'all. I have my big brother Jermaine, Bree Styles, Camille French. I have 2 Camilles on here. So Camille, my best friend Jasmine, Miranda, shout out to you. Tyler, Peter, shout out to you. Miss Maloney, my coworker, shout out to you. Jada, shout out to you. Miss Washington, my 8th grade teacher. Tyree, shout out to you. My big bro Chris. Mr. Goodman, shout out to you. And shout out to Felicia. Shout out to y'all for listening to me, because I swear I don't be knowing what I be talking about half the time. Thank you for being my co-host every week. And I hope to see you next Monday at the same time in the same place. And I hope y'all have something to sip on the next time y'all come. Don't make me drink by myself. But yeah, that's our episode. I'm about to close us out, and then we're going to chat a little bit in here. So that is it for episode 2 of Universal Teas, the People podcast. It is your girl, Toya. I hope you have a great day. Next time, join us on Facebook Live. Bye. All right, y'all. Episode 2 in the books. I hope I did it right, because I told y'all last week it could be hit or miss over here. What was I about to say? Yeah, y'all, we did it. Y'all coming in here late, it's okay. I'll keep the video up. Make sure you all share the video. Please share the video. Maybe one day I'll be on the talk show or something, and y'all can pull up there. But again, plugged in. I'm not doing this just for my podcast. I genuinely want people to like get that exposure. Plugged in is my homeboy Mikey, Poor Little Rich Boy Apparel. Great quality stuff, y'all. If it's whack, I promise I wouldn't send y'all off like that. But yeah, Poor Little Rich Boy Apparel. Find him on Facebook. Hold on, I'm trying to say the episode before it go away. Find him on Facebook, Instagram, and tell him I sent you. Be like, Toya said to buy some stuff from you. Hold on, y'all. Do that. Do y'all hard work. I'm about to post that in the group as soon as I get off. Is the hard work. My phone getting hot. Last time my phone cut off. I have to inbox you. I want you to join my live on mental wellness. Sure. So I'm going to put it in the group. But the hard work is to write 5 affirmations of who you see yourself as your best self. The qualities that you have. What are the qualities? 5 qualities that you have at your best. That's the hard work. If you are in here, if you're viewing the video and you have not joined the group, definitely join. If for some reason you can't get in on your own, because it's a public group. Oh, y'all need to let my edges. They looking a little hot. They looking a little, they looking like the weather in my living room. But if for whatever reason you couldn't join the group, just shoot me a message. Invite y'all friends, y'all. This is the People's Podcast for a reason. I need y'all to talk to me so we can figure this thing out together, because I'm not an expert at this. But yeah, thanks y'all for joining. Share the video even after I log off. Go back and watch the first one if you haven't. So to join the Facebook group, it's just type in Universal Teas. I believe it'll come up. I believe so. But Miranda, I can add you myself because I know you want to join. I thought you were in there. Whatever. But I'll add you personally. I'm for real, y'all. I got to keep it real with y'all. My edges is hot. I need to lay them down. I'm supposed to be... Yeah. All right. I'm just babbling now. Thanks y'all for joining. Do the hard work. I hope y'all enjoy Juneteenth. Please keep in mind that Rona is still very real. And yeah, don't let nobody try to play you. Don't let nobody play you, because then you're going to be weak. And nobody wants to be seen as being weak. So don't let nobody play you. All right. Bye, everybody.